Hey everyone, I'm back again today, finally with another case review. And this time, I'll be checking out the Gecko ITX-S, a case that most of you have probably never seen or heard of before. So let's take a look. The Gecko ITX is a sandwich layout compact ITX case that comes in three sizes, S, M and L, basically 9 litres, 12 litres or 15 litres, depending on the components you need to support. Choosing a size is simple. If you only need a GPU 305mm and under, go with the S. If you have a GPU of length 323mm and under, go with the M. If you have a super long GPU up to 346mm, or are planning a build with a 240 or 280mm radiator, go with the L. Now let's take a closer look at the Gecko S. The package is pretty complete and comes with all the components you would need, including a PCIe 3.0 riser cable, a host of brackets, screws, Allen keys, everything you need to build your PC. The panels on the case are well ventilated, which is great for airflow. It comes with two USB 3.0 Type A ports on the front, along with the power switch. There is a mix of the kind of materials used in the construction of this case. The main panels are powder-coated aluminium, which are scratch and fingerprint resistant. The corner pieces that hold the aluminium panels together though, these are 3D printed. So a little bit of a story here. When Pio, the maker of the Gecko case, first sent me this review unit, it came slightly damaged during shipping. When I informed him about it, he immediately sent over replacements for the corner pieces. We discussed it for a bit and I got to learn more about his story. Pio is actually a tension fabric structure designer based in Phuket, Thailand. His day job is designing and building structures like these, massive canopies that are both functional and aesthetically pleasing. Pio is also a small form factor PC enthusiast, having done many builds using cases like the Dan A4, Loki Ghost S1, Form DT1 and others. He moved from being just a hobbyist to running his own reseller business, minicomputers.net, to bring in some of these ITX cases to the market in Thailand. The Gecko series of cases is basically the culmination of all his learnings from having tried out so many small form factor cases and his aspirations to create his very own. 3D models, videos, documentation, diagrams are all very detailed. This isn't the work of a big organization or someone with a huge capital and access to a massive manufacturing process. This case has all the vibes of an enthusiastic fellow hobbyist and maker or tinkerer. I had asked Pio previously if there were options to mount a 3.5-inch hard disk in the case, and within a day, he designed a new bracket, 3D printed it, and shipped it together with the case to me, and did up a quick video about it, and added it as an option for all the Gecko cases on his online store. Within a single day! It doesn't get more agile than this, and I was very impressed. He also assured me that he had significantly beefed up the packaging material to keep the case well protected and to prevent the damage from happening again. So back to the case review. Yup, you would need to use an SFX power supply, although you should have no issues fitting in an SFX-L power supply too, such as the Silverstone 800W model that can handle an RTX 3090. GPU support is decent, up to 305mm length on the S. My EVGA 3080 XE3 fits with no issues, but keep in mind that this is still limited to 2.5 slot GPUs at 52mm max. It won't take behemoth cards such as the Zotac 3080, which is almost 3 slots in width. CPU cooler support is a lot tighter, capping out at 53mm. This isn't meant for high TDP CPUs that require beefier coolers, something you have to pay attention to. A CryoRig C7 or Noctua L9 should fit fine, but you won't be able to use something like the Noctua L12S. The space below the PSU can fit a 120mm fan, but not a 120mm AIO. A 92mm AIO should fit quite comfortably though. You can also potentially fit in two 2.5-inch SSDs below the motherboard. And this optional bracket for a 3.5-inch hard disk that Pio made for me is really useful, especially if you're going for an APU build and are looking for more storage options instead of a GPU. All in, I'm rather pleased with the functionality and compact design of this case. If you're in Thailand or Southeast Asia and you're looking for an ITX case, do consider the Gecko lineup as it is a pretty decent option and supports a fellow enthusiast. I won't be using it for my main build. The Gecko S isn't really meant to house a Ryzen 9 5900X. But I do have an interesting setup that I will be using this for in an upcoming video, so do hit that subscribe button so you don't miss it. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.